So I guess that you were wondering what happened with my hair and my beard. Comfort zones and being comfortable. Most of my life I've been trying to put myself in a comfort zone. What I want to do in the future has got little room for comfort zones, and it's got a lot of things to do with challenging myself and putting myself in uncomfortable positions. So Rob talks about destroying your comfort zone, destroying the little voice in your head. So when I came back to Ireland for Christmas, on the second day I was here, I had an interview for a job, and now I'm working in Daybreak, which is a shop in Claremorris. And it also was one of my biggest fears that I had, was working in a shop or a retail kind of place where I had to deal with customers in my hometown. Because of my past and the states I used to get in when I used to be drinking and partying and stuff, and the stuff that I'd done even just in my past, you know, I always had this kind of perception of myself now. I feel like I've changed a lot. I still, when I'm in Claremorris, I feel like people are looking at me by what is in my mind. Let's say if I was in a bad state or I'd done something bad to somebody or something, those things keep coming up in my head. So I'm like, oh, people know about this, people know about this, even though they probably don't even think about it. People are busy lives, but it's all about in my own head. It's a big deal for me to work in a shop in Claremorris where I had to deal with anybody that can just walk in, like anybody. Like back in the day I used to hide from the public a lot, so it was quite challenging for me. So what has the haircut got to do with getting a new job? Well, 2 nights before I started the job in Daybreak, I had always kind of planned this, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, was to cut off, I had blonde hair, was to shave off all my hair and cut my beard, which would make me feel a lot more uncomfortable, even in general, going around the town like that, because I don't particularly like my face like this. Like, I feel like my head looks really small now and my body looks really big. I just don't like the way it is. I like having longish hair and a beard, and I've always been like that. So I'm really exposed, I'm really like bare, I'm really like I feel very vulnerable because there's nothing protecting me. Like the beard was kind of covering my face, and the long hair and the blonde hair would all like take away from the way I am. That's just how I felt about it. So by cutting it all off, I was like, oh my god, now everyone's going to be like, who the fuck is this? Like, you know, I felt like I would be drawing more attention to myself, which made me feel even more uncomfortable. But I just want to destroy my comfort zone. I want to destroy the little voice that tells me not to do things, and I just want to execute and do things. In the first video, I came on with no top on, and I showed you nude photos of myself. My private parts were all blurred out, of course. That was very uncomfortable for me to do that, to show them photos. I don't want to do that. I think people are thinking, what the hell is Jonny doing putting up these photos on YouTube? But why should I care? And people probably don't even care anyway. Crush that comfort zone and just do things. You know, I just want to do things and stop thinking about them without harming anybody, as long as it's having a positive outcome. I just want to do it. I care about what people think way too much. I just want to get rid of that. I'm probably always going to care about what people think, which is a good thing in a way, but I just want to be able to challenge that all the time and to be able to like turn it off when I want to. The other reason for the nude progression photos were because I'm trying to love myself. I'm trying to accept myself for the way I am. I used to hate myself when I was a teenager. Like, I seriously abused my body like really bad by drinking alcohol, taking drugs, chain smoking. Like, I would go for partying for days, and I would like push myself to the limit and do really crazy shit to my body. Then I would eat complete junk food, just takeaway after takeaway, when I'd be dying sick from a hangover for days afterwards. And I've done other things to myself that were like really harmful, and I just didn't care because I just did not care about myself. I'm nearly off alcohol now for 3 years, so I've been trying to accept myself and love myself for the way I am, but not to the level that I've been doing it since I started this challenge. I want to be able to fully accept myself for the way I am and love myself, because like the stuff I've put this body through and the fact that it's still in decent shape and working and everything is just, it's amazing. Like, I could be dead, but I'm not. I'm here, and I want to use it to its potential and the best that I can, because I fucking deserve it. And everybody deserves to love themselves. I don't think a lot of people really love themselves these days, and I just think it's so important to love yourself. I have a good friend who really, I think, really truly loves himself, and yeah, I'd like to be like that. I would like to have that kind of love for myself. Maybe not as much, but close to it. Exercises. I've had to exercise every day. So because of my herniated disc, all I've been doing is swimming mostly. I'm able to do 60 lengths. I did 60 lengths in 40 minutes yesterday, which is the most I've done so far. I took a big walk to Ballindine, which is another town over from my town, and I climbed a mountain, and I'm going climbing a mountain again next week with my friend. A bigger mountain than Crowpatrick. What's it called? Marira or something. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the most dangerous and highest mountain in Connacht. So we're going to do that. It takes 6 hours. I'm looking forward to that. So within the Iron Mind 60 group, Rob releases a video every day, as I told you, to motivate us, to inspire us, and gives us a task in each video. I'm going to list out the videos that he's done so far. He's given out 14 videos since the 1st of January. There was the one about writing a letter to yourself. The second, day 2, was planning ahead. Day 3 was your 2020 goals. That's where we brainstormed about all of our goals that we have with no restrictions on them. Number 4, deep journaling. That's where he taught us. I wasn't really sure about the whole journaling thing. I never really journaled before, only a gratitude journal. But basically it's like counseling yourself. So we have to write out, let's just say, why do you love food so much? Because I like the taste of food and it makes me feel comfortable and I crave it all the time. How long have you had this relationship with food? Since I was a child. Can you think of a reason why you would eat so much food as a child? When I used to get upset, I would eat a lot of food and it would make me feel better. Why did you get upset? Because I was bullied a lot as a kid, etc, etc, etc. And you just keep going down levels until you get to like the core problem. You might have to ask the same question every single day and you won't get an answer. But your brain is designed to figure stuff out. So if you keep asking yourself these questions over and over again, one day, boop, like that, you could just come up with an answer that you cannot get an answer for at all. Because there's a lot of information in here that we just don't remember. Day 5 was about the 10k cash prizes, which is first for 7 grand, second for 2 grand, third for 1 grand. Day 6 was about having an accountability partner and the importance of an accountability partner. When you buy the ticket, you actually buy 2 tickets, one for you and one for a friend or someone who wants to do the challenge with you, to keep you accountable, to keep you both accountable for the challenge that you're doing. But loads of people didn't have someone who even wanted to do the challenge, so a lot of people went in solo. So in this video as well, he also said, like, to try and find another accountability partner maybe in the same country as you, or in a country in a similar time zone, even though like you don't know each other or whatever, but start chatting and talking about it and holding each other accountable for doing the challenge. I reached out to a couple of people but I actually got no response, but I could have tried a lot harder and I plan on doing so. Because something that is uncomfortable for me is to reach out to people and kind of like, I don't like asking for help that much. I don't like, reaching out to someone I don't know and ask them, do they want to be my accountability partner? I fear that they're like in a way better position in life. Maybe they're like, they own a big business, like, because in this group there's probably like millionaires and stuff that are really successful in that kind of a sense. And I'm just here and I feel like I haven't really done anything kind of financially wise or business wise. That's not the case, because in this group everyone is there for the same reason, to grow as best they can in different aspects, and there's different types of people in it. Day 7, the little voice. The little voice inside your head. The reason for the cold showers or me going into the cold tank is because to destroy the little voice in your head that tells you not to do things. Always comes into my head. I always say, oh no, I'll just do that in a while, or I'll do that later, or something I should say to someone. I'm like, no, it's not the right time. Now I just try and do it. Even if it's not the right time, I just do it, because I know that if I say that I'm going to do it later, somehow it's never the right time, and then I don't even end up saying it, and then I regret not saying it when it goes into the future. So destroying that little voice. He told us as well, just go 3, 2, 1, action, and just do it. So like 3, 2, 1, do it. And you have to do it in one, no matter what. You can't even think about it. As soon as it comes into your head, 3, 2, 1, do it. I think it's a really good tool. It's been helping me a lot to just do things. My problem is, I'll think about it and the fear builds up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and I just turn into this completely different thing. I've got such a big imagination. I just turn it in, I play the tape forward into different scenarios, and I just completely blow it out of proportion. The 2 biggest fears that I've kind of overcome so far is working in daybreak in the shop and height, and neither of those things were actually half as bad as I thought they were going to be at all. And I thought I was going to be in bits. Like, I thought I didn't know I didn't know what was going to happen. I just said I was going to do it, and it actually wasn't even that bad in the end. So I know that things are never really as bad as they seem, like never. So if you just do them, the fear doesn't even get a chance to build up, and it doesn't put you off. It doesn't, like, you're not in the situation in a load of fear. Now when I did go into daybreak, I was a little afraid. Now when I went into daybreak and climbed the mountain, because you have time to go in there. But in other situations that are just like more simple and quick. Day number 8 was our vision boards. Getting our vision boards right, cutting out everything that we need, but not to overcomplicate and have too much things. Kind of keep it simple enough with a few affirmations and quotes or anything that you want to bring into it. Dylan, you have to get out because I'm number 9 was about affirmations and incantations. I never knew what an incantation was until late last year. So the difference between an affirmation and an incantation is, an affirmation is something that you say over and over and over to yourself in your head, kind of. An incantation is when you say it out loud and you kind of like really like get into it. Like an incantation is more powerful than an affirmation. It's basically just like a bigger affirmation where you're just really like physically, you're saying it out loud, you're trying to believe it. And you also talk about affirmations and how a lot of people get mixed up with affirmations. I have a sexy body. I have loads of money right now. I have loads and loads of money. I can feel the money coming to me. It's happening. But your bullshit meter in your head goes off and goes, hold on now a second. You don't have loads of money. And then it can actually have the reverse effect because you keep thinking, well, I'm bullshitting myself here. Oh, I have loads of money and all this. Put it into perspective that I am working my ass off right now to make the money that I want in the future. To say it in a way that I am working my ass off right now to get the money that I want to acquire. You're still like drawing in that money, you're getting yourself in the mindset to make the money instead of just like sitting on your hole and be like, okay, well, money's coming to me, la 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 la. Kind of like the law of attraction stuff. He spoke about The Secret. If anybody's read the book or seen the movie. I read all the books when I was like 17. I was like, this is it. I have fucking found the golden book here. Like, this is going to change my life. 3 weeks, I couldn't get the smile off my face. But he was saying like the law of attraction isn't just about dreaming it and believing it and stuff. Like, you actually have to work your ass off at the same time as doing those things, where it doesn't kind of mention that in the book and the movie. Number 10 was about the secret of cold showers. When we were kind of having our cold showers, Rob was just letting us have our cold showers, didn't really tell us much about them. He wanted to see how we got on, and then he came on and told us that he could make them a little bit easier. Now, cold showers, or the cold tank, it never gets easier. It's actually gotten harder, but that's because the temperature has been dropping. Accept the cold. So when you're having your cold shower or you're outside having in the cold tank, is to just accept it. Try to find the warmth inside it. Now, I kind of was subconsciously like thinking this already, because I would go into the cold tank, you go into shock for like 10 seconds, you're like, you feel like you can't breathe, and then you kind of get this peaceful stage and you can kind of breathe normal. And because it's so cold outside already, I kind of feel secure inside the water. Like it was weird because I'm just covered in the water. Now it's cold in there. But if I go outside, it's going to be windy and it's going to be, I don't know, I just felt more secure. And then when I think about like finding the warmness in it, you can nearly find a little bit of warmness. Now you're still cold. I don't know how to, you just would have to experience it to kind of know. I don't know how to explain it. I think I told one person this. One day when I went in and I came out, a part of my hand here was like blue. Just a little, like the size of my fingernail right there was blue, and I was like, oh shit. And it didn't go away. I thought it just went away by itself, and then the next day I looked again. It was on the phone. I think that's the person who I told, and I was like, oh my god, it's still there, but it's gone now, thankfully. Day 11 was about programming your subconscious mind. How to like get affirmations, ideas, what you're thinking, your visions into your subconscious, because once all that is stored in your subconscious mind, then you're thinking it all the time. It's like goes into your belief system, and like that's when changes can really happen. He gave us a technique. I'll just show you actually. Mala beads. He told us that we should get mala beads. I think they're made out of seeds of some kind, and on mine we've got the Buddha symbol and we got like a little crystal on it. It's actually where the rosary beads came from. The idea stemmed from this. This was around longer than rosary beads. But in these, there's 108 beads on it. What you do is, every morning when I wake up, when you're like really young, like 1 to 5 years of age, you're in like a malice state. I think the word is malice. If it's not, I'm going to correct it. What that means is that loads of stuff is going into your subconscious mind, like loads and loads of stuff. That's where you're like learning most of your things and most of your beliefs is at that age. When you actually wake up in the morning, when you're kind of half asleep, you're actually in a malice state. So the first thing I do when I wake up is take a drink of water, get my mala beads, and I say an affirmation over and over and over again. And I say it 108 times. There's something about the number 108 and what's believed in. I don't know much about them, but I bought them. They're cool. I can even like wear them on my like hand like this. Day 12 was about giving up on yourself. He just spoke about not giving up on yourself. Some of the videos, like I forget kind of some of them. There's a lot of information coming in all the time. Day 13 was about guilt. And he was just talking about how you being guilty for like failing on something or not doing something that you should have done, and feeling that actual emotion of guilt is not going to help you at all. Just get over it and move on to the next thing. You're going to have failures. It's going to happen. Just don't be like lounging in your guilt. Just try and move on from it as quickly as possible and just go to the next thing, or try and do it again, or do it better, or learn from it and do something else. And yesterday was about creating this was day 14, which is yesterday. Today's 15. He still hasn't brought out a Facebook Live today yet. He comments every day and puts up an event, and then you'll know when it's on. It's on at different times every single day because he has to give different people a chance, because it's people from all over the world, because in Australia it's the opposite time of the day now. So day 14 was about creating the perfect body, and what he really spoke about was if there was two people, person A you really liked and person B you just don't like this person, they really annoy you, whatever, and which one would you help most? Like, which one would you help first? So obviously everyone thinks of person A, and he was like, well, that kind of reverts back to your body, because or A is all the things you like and B is all the things you don't like. So we're conditioned to not want to help things that we don't like. So if we want to actually change things that we don't like into something we do like, or change them or whatever, that it's going to be really difficult for it to happen because we literally don't want to, because we don't like it. That's the kind of the best I can explain it. He goes more in depth about it. He goes more in depth about all the things I said, but I'm just giving the brief of what's been going on so far. So I feel like I've been doing really well in this challenge. Sometimes I'm like, woo, like I'm just crushing it. I'm like, yes, I am doing this. And then I can just get really low and I can be like, oh my God, like I've got another 45 days of this, like to keep going, like, you know. But I do feel like it's going well. There hasn't been a day where I thought I can't do this. You know, I might have been like, oh my God, I have to do this. But there was no day where I was like, I can't do this. This is not happening. I've lost about 3 kg. I would have thought I would have lost more because I've been exercising so much and intensely. And like, because normally when you start like a diet and an exercise routine, the weight normally falls off quicker at the start. It's okay. I was eating a lot at the start. Now I've started counting my calories, so I stay under the amount of calories every day that I should be intaking. I do feel a lot more confident in myself. I can notice like not thinking about things and just doing it a lot more, and anytime I see something that's kind of uncomfortable for me, I just do it, and I feel like I'm really progressing with that. Now obviously there is times as well where I just don't do it. I was swimming in Castlebar. I went swimming last night, and then I went to the gym the day before. Can't go to the gym again because it really irritates my back, but I just wanted to do it so damn bad. But I just have to accept now I can't do it. But my arms were just killing me. And I was exercising yesterday, and then I didn't get much sleep last night because I was editing day 1 video for today, which is the 15th, but this video wasn't going to be out until the future. But whatever, my arms were really sore and I was really tired. I was thinking, how am I going to finish this? So I said, not only am I going to finish my 60 lengths, but I'm also going to do an extra 2. And then in the end I ended up doing 3 extra lengths. It's crazy, by the end of it I nearly had more energy. That seems to always happen. And then I got out at the opposite end. The reason I did 3 was because I wanted to get out at the opposite end of the swimming pool. For some reason I feel really uncomfortable getting out of the opposite side of the swimming pool that you come into. So like, it's kind of a side of swimming pools that people don't normally get in. They normally get in one side, and I always try to get out the other side because it makes me feel uncomfortable, and I just do it. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I can really feel a progression coming. I'm excited to see what I'll be like on day 60. That's my update. This is my vlog of what's been going down, what's been happening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like this video or you like any of my videos. I really appreciate when people comment, when people subscribe or comment. Drop me a comment. I love getting comments. If you ever wanted to ask me a question or anything about the challenge or the podcast or anything, like, I am telling you, like, this has helped me so much and I love it. I'm grateful for it. So I hope you're all having a great start to 2020, the start to a new decade, and I'll see you on day 30. Even my arms are sore like this, like when I put them out like this, they're sore, like, you know. If any of you ever lifted weights and did a really hard session and you haven't lifted weights in a while, you know the feeling. Cold baths, like, look up cold baths. Look up ice baths and see the benefits. Like, they actually do help, like, recover muscles and higher your immune system and all this sort of crack. And for some weird reason, since I started doing them, I'm way more cold all the time. Feeling the cold all the time. I've never been like this. Never been like this.